right, 8th grade students, you have made it through Unit 1. We are now moving on to Unit 2. We are continuing with our review of material that was covered last year. Again, we're kind of flying through this, so if you have any questions, make sure you ask, because all of this will be important as we move on to new material in Try 2 and Try 3. So for Unit 2, Part 1, we were talking about the distributive property. There are a lot of properties in that. The distributive property is one of the most important, especially as we get more into algebra. So at the beginning of the unit page, of the note page, sorry, is this. I just cut it and pasted it out of your textbook. That might be confusing. I just wanted you to have it there. If you're still confused after I go through some examples, make sure you ask me in class. So let's look at some examples. It says to use the distributive property to evaluate the expression. Now, you can very easily do the operations in the parentheses first and then multiply. But we're working on using the distributive property, so please make sure you do that for this. What the distributive property tells me is that I'm going to take this number that's outside the parentheses and multiply it by each number that's inside the parentheses. So my first example, I'm doing 15 times 7, then I have plus, because that's the operation inside the parentheses, 15 times 20. So when I multiply 15 times 17, I get 105. When I multiply 15 times 20, I get 300. So I'm going to get 405 total. Look at number 2, we're doing the same thing, except our number on the outside is after the parentheses this time, but I'm still just multiplying it by both numbers on the inside. So I have negative 8 times 4, then I have a subtraction sign, because that's what's inside the parentheses, and then I have negative 8 times 6. So negative 8 times 4 is negative 32. Then I have subtraction. I have negative 8 times 6, which is negative 48. Now, if you remember your subtraction rule, that means I'm going to change subtraction to addition, and I'm going to change negative 48 to positive 48. Now, if you remember your addition rules, I have two different signs. So I'm going to do the bigger number minus the smaller number, which is going to give me 16. I'm going to take the sign of the bigger number, which was 48, so it's positive 16. All right, I'm going to let you guys try 3 and 4 there. Make sure you check them with your notes and ask me if you have questions. In the next section, we're still using distributive property, but now we're going to have variable expressions, so we're going to have variables involved. So if you look at number 1, I'm still just going to take my number outside the parentheses and multiply it by both of the numbers, or in this case, the letter and the number on the inside. So I'm doing 11 times s plus 11 times 9. 11 times s is just going to give me 11s. 11 times 9 is going to give me 99. And that's my answer right there. Now, I don't get 110s, okay, because I can't put those together. 11 has an s, 99 does not, so they have to stay separate. If you look at number 2, my number outside the parentheses comes after the parentheses this time. So I'm going to have negative 13 times 20 minus negative 13 times a. Negative 13 times 20 is going to give me negative 260. I have subtraction, and then negative 13 times a is going to give me negative 13a. Now again, my subtraction rule is that I change it to addition. Take the opposite of that one. So I'm going to have negative 260 plus 13a is my final answer. And again, we leave it like that. The 260 and the 13 cannot go together. The 13 has a variable, negative 260. All right, so try 3 and 4 in that section as well. Again, do your best. Grade it from the answer key. If you still have questions, go ahead and ask me in class. On the back side of this page, we're going to take what we just learned and we're going to apply it to geometric figures. So our direction states to find the area of the rectangle or the triangle. So for number 1, we have a rectangle. To find the area of a rectangle, we do area equals length times width. So in this case, my area equals 14 times 5x minus 3. I'm going to put that all in parentheses because that's all one length or one width. So I'm set up perfectly to do distributive property. So I'm doing 14 times 5x minus 14 times 3. So my area equals 14 times 5x minus 14 times 3. 14 times 5x is going to give me 70x minus 14 times 3, which is 42. So I can't go any further than that. 70 has an x, 42 does not, so I can't put them together. But since I'm doing area, I need some sort of unit, and it's got to be squared. They don't give me a unit, so I'm just going to write the word units and then make that squared. So my area is 70x minus 42 units squared. Looking at number 2, now we have a triangle, so our formula is going to be a little bit different. Area equals 1/2 base times height. My area formula for a triangle. So I have area equals 1/2. My base is 12. My height is 19 minus 3y. Now, my recommendation to you is do the 1/2 times 12 first. Half of 12 is 6. So then I have 19 minus 3y. So I'm set up for distributive property. I'll let you guys go ahead and finish that one out and do the rest of the distributive property. For your review problems, 1 through 4 are integer operations, adding and subtracting. The bottom 4 are finding properties. Okay? If you have trouble with those, you can ask me in class. We'll review those in class. But do your best to get all that.